Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. We are May 10th and Mother's Day is coming up. So happy Mama's Day to all the mamas, the caregivers. So even if you're a mama by being born into a family or born into a family, sorry, that's silly. So whether you're a stepmom or a surrogate mom or soon to be mom, a grandmom, and so on and so on. Happy Mother's Day to all the mamas. So for today's session, we are going to be working with the Fibonacci sequence. Well, and I feel when I say that, it's really hard to breathe, and it feels like there's a disruption from the outside, so an environmental disruption coming in and throwing. It's almost like throwing the Fibonacci sequence off. So you can feel for yourself where you're feeling any sort of heaviness, whether it be in the head. For myself, I'm feeling it in my lungs and in my diaphragm. There's already a burp coming up. Ooh, that's a really big release there. So we got to do an environmental balancing to the disruption to the disruption of the Fibonacci sequence within your body. You can find the Fibonacci sequence. You can look this up for yourself if you're not too sure what it is, but it's found in nature. It's a mathematical equation that is found in seashells and petals and trees, also in Pascal's triangle, and also within our own bodies and within the universe. So, but there's a disruption coming in, and this disruption it's coming up as fear. So when you look outside, what is actually happening? Right, we can look at all that fear coming in from outside sources, perhaps the news or from other agencies. It's really coming in as this propagated fear. Whew, and just as I say that, it feels like my body is going wonky. So we're going to do a Wei Qi repair to any outside intolerance and fear. So it's coming up as propagated fear, paranoia, fear. When you look outside, it's beautiful. It's trees, or if you don't have a lot of trees, maybe there's a lot of sand or water. And there's beauty in the mundane. It's so beautiful. So we're going to neutralize this fear out of the system. It's coming in even through like the auric field. So we're going to do a big cleansing of fear out of the auric fields. It's really going like out almost 5 or 6 layers of auric fields. So we're going to do an emotional cleansing of fear. So any type of fear that comes in and then it gets hooked within your body for stories that you tell yourself. Maybe it's lack, maybe it's money, so fear of lack of money, food, so any kind of scarcity, and then this whole idea of versus, so me versus them. Oh, this is coming up. It's a man eat man world out there, every man for himself. That's not really the way it is. That's not really the way it goes. Most people and animals alike come together in unity and goodness. I really think that the majority of people out there have goodness within them. I mean, you can walk on the street and smile at your neighbor, say hello. Someone knocks on your door and says, hey, I'm your neighbor from 3 houses down. I need a stick of butter, please. I don't think that most people would say, sure, hold on a second. How can I help you? How can I help? Even smiling at someone walking past the street to give a nod. So that neighborliness. I'm not really getting this. You look outside in our everyday life and it's not really what is propagated. Now, I'm not saying that there's not stuff going on. And I'm not saying that, you know, there aren't people out there, but I don't really want to, that would do harm, but I really don't want to go there. I want to stay within the goodness that even animals show empathy towards each other, even cross species wise. That just made my whole body relax. And the diaphragm is letting go. And I can finally take a deeper breath. So we're going to do a full cleansing. I'm going to bring in Reiki through those the 6 auric fields. We're bringing in gold light. So gold light. So you can kind of imagine it cracking over your head. I even feel it maybe, woof. I don't know. My hand is going shooting straight up. My hand is shooting straight up. So you can imagine like an egg. The gold light starts at the top and it just covers you. You can feel it covering you on the inside, on the outside. Let it disinfect your skin, seep into your body. And at the same time as this golden protective light is going around you, all the way down, covering your body like an egg, down to the soles of the feet and wrapping around your feet like a sock. That's going to give a nice disinfection. So a fear regardless of source. So any kind of fear that propagates paranoid thinking, or that versus thinking that separation, we're going to dump that out and stay in goodness. Oh, there was a gurgle on my tummy for that one. And then we're going to run the Fibonacci sequence from the top of your head right down through the brain, letting it do its work. So we're going to run it each way vertically, down the whole body vertically, also running it through readjusting the midline. So your midline is nice and straight for your body. Oh, I could feel this doing something to my jaw. I could feel it moving my jaw. I could feel my back becoming more flexible. And then we'll also run it through vertically. Ooh, there it is. So the vertical is staying in the present moment. Horizontal thinking is going into the past, bringing it into the present, or going into and jumping to the future with whatever kind of fantasies or doomsday thinking. You want to stay nice and present. The only time is now. The only time is now. And it's a present. And it is a present. So gratitude is coming in. You have to cultivate a relationship with gratitude, and it really is a disinfectant to all kinds of resentment, greed, and also irresponsibility. So I'm going to anchor this session with a roving satellite of soul responsibility. Ooh, that feels really nice. You can breathe so you can check how you're doing. So the Fibonacci sequence will also help with facelift. So it's a little bit of a vanity session as well. It'll help with skin improvement. It'll also help shift the jaw I'm feeling. And we've got a little bit of an emotional stuckness within these, within the TMJ right here. Oof, it's so sore as I touch it. So you can open and feel where that sensitive spot is. The masseters are the most inundated muscles of the body. Clench our teeth. So this is coming in as clenching against life. Getting bracing for the worst. I'm going to dump that. We'll use a biogenics to dump that out of the masseters. There it goes. And we're going to link that into the reciprocals. Just need to move my body a little bit. Oh, you can move your body this way and that way. I'm just feeling I need to move. So we're linking those, that TMJ to that sacroiliac joint. This is going to improve communication through the whole body. It's like I call it a WD-50 for the body. See if there's anything else coming in. Nope, that's it for today's work. Why, the only thing that I am going to do is run a hydration so that through the body and all of the cells, so that if there's any, wherever there's any parts of your body that are, or any cells that are needing extra hydration, your body will take that as it needs. And also to help release any kind of stagnant emotion. We're going to run that through diaphragm, small intestines for synthesis and release. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Such a pleasure to be here with you. Please subscribe, like, and comment to my YouTube channel to receive all updates and so that I can keep getting this kind of work out to you and to everybody else. Also, a little disclaimer, I'm not a doctor, so if you're having an emergency, please get yourself to a doctor as needed. Take care.